Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog and welcome to our December TBR video. I literally cannot even believe that it's December. I can't even believe I'm sitting down to make this video right now. I'm so excited to get into the books that I'm going to end the year out with, and it's some really good ones. If you are new here, I'm Taylor. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you love lifestyle videos, productivity, self-care, bookish content, reading vlogs, then this little corner of the internet might be for you. Be sure to subscribe. I would love for you to stick around. And if you love it here and want to be part of a cozy little corner of the internet and support this channel further, be sure to check out my Patreon, which I will have linked in the description of the video. But it's literally still November. So we're in mid-November right now, and I was thinking, do I want to do Bookmas? And if I do, how do I want to go about that? So I've decided to sit down and get a kickstart on this now. I literally have it even decorated for Christmas. I still have my fall stuff out. We're going to decorate this weekend. So we're definitely getting a head start on this. The plan right now is to actually pick some of the books from my November TBR that we picked in the November TBR jar video. I will link that here if you didn't get a chance to watch that one. We're going to pick some from there, and then we're also going to pick some that I just really want to read in December and that I want to round out the year with. We have 12 books here. What we're going to do is we're going to wrap them in some Christmas wrapping paper, which I'm so excited for. And then I've decided to go ahead and do Bookmas in short form content. So also be sure to look out for that. I think I'm going to do traditional Bookmas, the 12 days to Christmas. And I'm really excited. If you are new here, I do also make a lot of short form content. So be sure to follow me over on all the other socials, and I do post them here as well on YouTube. But without further ado, let's get into the books that I'm going to go ahead and wrap in today's video. The first one being If We Were Villains by ML Rio. This is actually one that I was hoping to pick up yesterday already because my husband read it and he loved it. 5 stars, he said, that I'm going to eat it up. I'm very excited for this one, but I've decided I think this will probably be good to go ahead and wrap and be one of the books that we pick so that we just have a variety of books on the TBR. If you haven't heard anything about this book, this follows a group of 7 friends who are going to university and studying Shakespeare, and they're doing a bunch of different Shakespeare plays in here, I believe. Like, they're studying them and they are performing them, and things start to get dark. This is a dark academia setting. I know this follows one primary character. His name is Oliver, and we're just kind of going through, I guess, his entire experience. I know that people don't make it. I know that the friend group gets smaller, and I know that it is just supposed to be a very good book. So I'm very excited for this one. We're going to wrap this, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap this duology. I was thinking if I should wrap them together or not. I'm not sure. I haven't quite decided. If not, I might cheat and just put like a little mark so that way I know one is 1 and 1 is 2. But these are The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches and A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. These are just ones that I was wanting to read in the fall and wanting to get read for sure before the end of the year. These are by Sangu Mandana. I actually don't know much about these books. I do really love to go into my books as blind as possible, but I do believe they are interconnected standalone, so I don't think you need to read one necessarily before the other, but I do hope to read them in their order. So the first one follows Mika Moon, who is forced to hide her magic and stay away from other witches so that she doesn't draw any attention to herself and her powers. I know she's orphaned, and she basically has this kind of like secret life, I think, or this secret hobby where she shares videos online about her pretending to be a witch. So that sounds fun. This is supposed to just be very cozy. And then the second one follows Sarah Swan. She's like one of the most powerful witches in Britain. She's like just lost her aunt, but then resurrects her and then is helping her run an inn. I don't know. This just sounds like it's going to be a silly good time, and it's kind of reminding me of like Practical Magic for some reason. I don't think that these are romance. I actually don't even know if they're romance, but I'm here for it if they are. So if you've read them, let me know. I think that's about as much as I want to know about them, but we've got these 2. And then I have the second book in this duology. This is Immortality of a Love Story. The first one was Anatomy of Love Story, which I read in October and I loved so much. So it left me on a cliffhanger. I've got to know what the heck is going on. So this is one I am very much looking forward to. The first book follows Hazel and Jack. And in this book, we don't know if Jack is dead or alive. So I'm very much looking forward to finding out how this series is going to end. But it's very dark, it's very atmospheric, it's very kind of Frankenstein vibes, Very, very good. If you are wanting something kind of dark and different, I really recommend checking out these books. The author is Dana Schwartz. And then for an historical fiction and a buddy read with my husband, another buddy read, we've been doing a lot of buddy reads, which I love. I'm going to read Hamnet, and we want to go watch the movie. So he's just started it already. He's got a head start on me, so I'm very much looking forward to this. Again, this one follows Shakespeare, I believe. It says England 1580, the Black Death creeps across the land, an ominous threat infecting healthy, sick, and the old and young alike. I know this follows Agnes and her husband, and I think her husband is Shakespeare? I don't know. I might be confused about that. Do not quote me. But I know they lose their son, and that this is a very tragic, very emotional story. It's very short. It's under, I think it's like 305 pages. It's very, very short. So I'm looking forward to this. I know it's going to destroy me though. It's going to destroy me. And then I want to go ahead and add Cackle. This is one that's on my November TBR as well. It's also short. It's under 300 pages. We're getting that witchy vibe, so I'm hoping to pull this one kind of in one of the first ones. And as a cheat, I will kind of know, because this is the smallest book. If it's not this one, it'll be Hamnet. So I feel like when you wrap them, you're going to kind of know a little bit. So I'm not complaining about that. But this one, I really, really know nothing about. I know this follows a witch. So it says, Annie has played it nice and safe. After being unceremoniously dumped by her longtime boyfriend, she seeks a fresh start. Annie accepts a new teaching position and moves from Manhattan to a small village upstate. She's stunned by how perfect and picturesque the town is. The people are all friendly and warm, and her new apartment is so dreamy, aside from the oddly persistent spider infestation. Then Annie meets Sophie, a beautiful, charming, magnetic Sophie who takes a special interest in Annie and wants to be her friend. But more importantly, she wants Annie to stop apologizing and just start living life for herself. That's how she lives. Annie can't help but gravitate toward the self-possessed Sophie and begin to spend more and more time with her, despite the fact that the rest of the townsfolk seem a little afraid of her. And like, okay, there are some things. Sophie's appearance is uncanny and ageless. Her mansion in the middle of the woods feels a bit unearthly, and she does seem to wield a certain power. But she couldn't be, could she? So it sounds like Annie is going to befriend a witch, and I'm very much here for that. Also, I think I'm in love with Rachel Harrison's writing. I'm in love. I cannot wait to read this. If you read it, let me know your thoughts. And then to add a Christmassy one to the mix, I have Love Light Farms by B.K. Borson. This is the first in her Love Light series. I believe that's what it's called. Yes, this is the first in her Love Light series, so I'm very excited. I love B.K. Borson. I absolutely love First Time Caller. Like, that is one of my top romance reads of the year. If you have not read it, go read that. I also have another one of her Christmas books here. I'm saving 2 Christmas books for just like a Christmas cozy weekend reading vlog or something like that. So be sure to stay tuned, because I will be reading her new release as well as Hannah Grace's new release. I'm very excited for those, but that'll be probably like late December. So Love Light Farms, very excited. I don't know anything about this either. I know it's fake dating, which I'm here for. So 2 best friends fake date to reach their holiday happily ever after in this first romantic comedy in the Love Light series. I'm here for this. I like some fake dating. I really do. And especially around the holiday season, I feel like fake dating is just so fun. There's this movie that has Emma, one of the many Emma actresses, the young Emma. She's in like American Horror Story. I believe her name's Emma. Oh my gosh, I can't think of her last name right now, but it has her in it. Her and this guy just like fake date to all the holidays, so they don't have to deal with bringing a date and explaining why they're still single to their family. That movie's really fun. So I'm kind of feeling like it might be those vibes. And then, oh my gosh, we have Fearless and Fearful to complete the Powerless series. I am on a brutal cliffhanger right now, guys. I'm on a brutal cliffhanger. So again, I think I'll kind of know my one tiny little hardback is this. And then the short yet thick hardback book will be Fearless. So very excited to finish this series. If you don't know anything about this series, this is a YA fantasy. I've really enjoyed it. It's traditionally just a trilogy, but there are 2 short stories. One is to be read after the first book, and then the second one is to be read after the 3rd book. I love Lauren Roberts' writing. It's very, very beautiful, very poetic. I love me a good YA story. I love a good YA fantasy series. I'm very much enjoying this. If you want a series where the yearning is high, the tension is high, the chase is just so delicious, go pick it up. It's so good. It's so good. And then to catch up on this series, I'm reading the Impossible Creatures series. This is actually a children's literature series. It's gorgeous. I'm so excited for this. The first one is Impossible Creatures. So I do want to catch up on this. This is The Poisoned King, and these books are by Catherine Rundle. I'm pretty sure this is going to be like the next big thing. I have a feeling that these are going to get picked up for movies at some point, and it's giving kind of like the next Harry Potter. Who knows? We'll see. I said it first if it happens. But this has also left me on a pretty steep cliffhanger, so I want to catch up. If you want something filled with magical creatures and is very unique and very beautifully written, you would probably enjoy this. This is also a really, really good series to read with your child if you have children. I feel like this would just be a lot of fun, and they're not very long at all. So we've got that one. And then also I have Star Chaser here, which is the second book in the Nightweaver series. I don't even know if that's what it's called, but the first book was Nightweaver by R.M. Gray. This one is Star Chaser, and it just came out last week. So I'm very excited to pick this one up. I was also left on a brutal cliffhanger. I'm just on a million different cliffhangers. So we've got to know what's going on and then probably be left on another cliffhanger because I'm sure there's going to be more books. These books are Pirates of the Caribbean meets Downton Abbey. Very, very creative with the magical creatures, with the setting. Again, it's very atmospheric. I mean, she really, really did a good job in marketing it as something that it actually is. Because I've come across books that are marketed in a way and then I read them and I'm like, that's not what this was at all. This is very much that. So if you love any of those, Pirates of the Caribbean, Downton Abbey, or both, you might really enjoy this. They're also pretty quick reads. And then I have Onyx Storm. I have put this off because I know it's just going to leave me upset, pissed off, and depressed. But alas, we shall end the year that way, I guess. So I will also probably know that it's Onyx Storm, right? Because this one is long and thick and it's one of the only hardbacks. So I might try and pick this one last. We shall see. But I'm excited to get back into this series, get back to some Xaden action. I love Xaden. He's one of my favorite male main characters. He is absolutely perfect and delicious, and I'm excited. So yeah, if you have read any of these, let me know your thoughts, or if you have any of these on your TBR for the end of the year, I would love to hear. But now that you know the 12 books that we're going to be reading, let's go get them wrapped and find a cute place to put them. All right, it is actually a few days later. I ended up coming out here to wrap everything and came down with the absolute worst headache. Had to reschedule my patients for the day and literally just laid in the dark on the couch for the rest of the day. It was horrible. It's just that allergy season right now in San Antonio, but I'm so glad this is finally done. I have my lovely stack here that y'all cannot see at the moment, but I'm obsessed. I love this wrapping paper too. I got it from Hobby Lobby last year and I had never used it, and it's just this gorgeous, gorgeous brown paper. I love it so much. I'm so excited. Andrew's bringing in the tree for my office, and I went today and got some ornaments for my office tree. This is going to be the first year that I put a tree in my office, and I'm so excited because it's going to be like in my bookish room, in my bookish corner. I will put all of these under the tree. I got some special like brown and white ornaments with some little bows, and I'm just excited to kind of have like my little girly tree. I cannot wait. So stay tuned for that video. That'll be coming out at some point soon. I don't know. Everything's a little bit chaotic right now as I exit the fall vlogs and enter the winter Christmas vlogs. But thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that this inspires you to do something maybe fun as well. Pick up a fun book or wrap a few books and just kind of surprise yourself. I have so many books on my TBR. Like on my physical TBR, I have over 200 in this house alone. So this is going to be a really, really great way and really fun way to get my TBR down before the end of the year. I'm currently at 78 books for the year and my goal was 50. So 78 is wonderful. If I do this, I mean, I might finish out at like 90 books, 100 books, who knows? So stay tuned, but make sure to be on the lookout for Bookmas, which will start 12 days before Christmas, and it'll be short form content. Be sure to follow me also on my other socials so you don't miss any updates. Thank you so much for being here as always, and I will see you guys in the next cozy vlog. Bye.